Yo, what up, though? What up, though? Man, the Minnesota Vikings, they cut their roster down to 53. And they cut who we all thought would probably make the team in Tristan Jackson. But they kept Jalen Rager and Jalen Naylor. I haven't seen Jalen Naylor play one damn preseason game thus far. And all I've been hearing was he had a nice training camp and mini camp. But I also heard the Minnesota Vikings got calls on Jalen Rager. Like, why didn't we trade Jalen Rager and keep Jackson on the team as a young wide receiver who had probably a big upside compared to Jalen Rager? Like, we know what we're gonna get out of Jalen Rager when he is facing the first team defense. His ass gonna disappear and drop the ball and all type of stuff. But we kept him. Like, make it make sense, Minnesota. That don't make no sense to me. Then I'm gonna go to the running back room. We done drafted Dwayne McBride in this upcoming NFL draft, and we done cut him already, man. First off, the young running back was playing against a mismatched offensive line. And I know he ain't looked that good, but damn, we just drafted him. But we kept Canu, where I never seen Canu last year or this year get a snap at the running back position. Like, Canu been on the team for 3 years and ain't did shit yet in the backfield. But we kept him. Like, we could have cut him and kept Dwayne. I would have kept the person I just drafted compared to kept the person who been on the team and who ain't did nothing. Like, I'm pretty sure we got other players on the team who can do kick return and punt return. First off, kick return is damn near X'd out of the NFL for real. So that ain't make no sense to me. Like, I was lost when they did that move. Like, damn, Quasey, you just drafted this running back and you cut him already? Then to tight end. The Minnesota Vikings have 4 tight ends on the roster. We traded for TJ last year. We just signed a tight end from Baltimore this past offseason and Josh Oliver. And we got Johnny Mutt and we got Nick Muse. How often do y'all think Johnny Mutt and Nick Muse going to see the football field? Like, why didn't we add another depth? We should have 7 wide receiver, or we should have 4 running backs. But we got 4 tight ends. Like, one thing I'm learning with this new Minnesota Vikings regime is KOC love tight ends, man, or Quasey do. One of them love tight ends, and I can see it. Because Nick Muse ain't going to see the damn field for a long-ass time. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Then the offensive line, we kept 8 offensive linemen. After the starting lineup, I had no faith in the backup players who playing on the offensive side of the ball. I barely have faith in the people that do start on the offensive line. But I'm going to leave the offensive line alone right now, and I'm going to go to defense. We done cut my boy, man. We done cut my boy, Zoe-N Williams, who I thought for sure was going to make the Minnesota Vikings team, man, and be the number 2 or the number 3 cornerback on the depth chart. But no. And he had a nice preseason games. But no. We cut Zoe-N Williams, and we kept Andrew Booth Jr. Like, why did we keep Andrew Booth Jr.? I know why we kept Andrew Booth Jr. Because Andrew Booth Jr. is a second-round pick. And the Minnesota Vikings, like I said before, are playing players who are getting paid more and who are drafted higher than other players, man, for real, for real. In the main case, that was going on. How the fuck did Andrew Booth make the Minnesota Vikings team and Zoe-N Williams get cut? Like, that don't make no sense at all. I know Zoe-N Williams caught an injury last year, but he not injury prone like Andrew Booth and the Cleve Evans. So after Brian Murphy Jr., our cornerback room is very thin. Like, unless the Minnesota Vikings gonna sign somebody in free agency or whatever the case might be, they cannot go in this football season with the current cornerbacks, man. I don't care what nobody say. Like, damn. I know Blackman, he played nice, but he is a rookie, man, for real. And they said the cornerback is the hardest spot to play as a rookie in the NFL, man. And how much faith do y'all have in Andrew Booth Jr. going out there playing against number twos, a number 2 wide receiver and a number 3 wide receiver? I had no faith in Andrew Booth going against a number 2 and a number 3 wide receiver. Or it depends on how the offense might do it. They might put their number 1 wide receiver so Andrew Booth could cover his ass. But that was another head scratcher. But I know why. He was a second-round draft pick. And Kwesi is trying to save face. But Kwesi, you looking kind of shady right now, my dog. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But safeties, they kept 6 safeties. You know, Harrison Smith, Cam Bynum, Josh Oliver, Lewisine, Jay Ward, Theo Jackson. But my main concern was with the wide receiver spot, the running backs, and the cornerback spot, where they did the cut where they shouldn't have cut at all. We should have kept Zoe-N Williams on the team and cut a down tight end for real. Why do we have 4 tight ends on the active roster for real? Like, damn, if anything, cut what's my man name, the backup quarterback? Shit, you should have cut Nick Mullen. Shit, if something happened to Kirk Cousins, put Jared Hall in. I want to see Jared Hall this offseason anyway. So we should have cut Nick Mullen. But you going to cut my boy Zoe-N Williams, who had a nice preseason. And many thought he was going to start on defense. Hell, I thought he was going to start on defense. I don't know, man. That's just my thoughts and reaction to the Minnesota Vikings cutting their roster down to 53. I'm mad about the Zoe-N Williams. And the Dwayne McBride, I could understand. But after Alexander Madison, I had no faith in the running back room. Then the receivers. Like, trade Jalen Reagor. You should have kept Jackson. Or you should have cut Jalen Naylor. Like, what the hell had Jalen Naylor did? SKOL Nation, man, let me know in the comment section below, man. Am I tripping or y'all like the roster cut that the Minnesota Vikings just did? I don't like it for real. I understand why they did some things, but overall, I don't like it, man. Let me know in the comment section below. How do y'all feel about it?